to actually welcome all of you as the Editor-in-Chief of Franchise India Media to the third edition of the Small Business Congress. This conference was started by Franchise India about 3 years back with the objective of helping small businesses to organize and grow, empower better life and boost social change. You know, as the editor of Small and Medium Entrepreneur magazine, which we've been running in the last 1.5 years now, and of course the franchising world and retailer, which is all to do with a lot of small businesses. It has been something that I've come across is that there are largely two sets of entrepreneurs in which India is getting divided. One set of entrepreneurs are there who have, I would call them the more young and the dynamic entrepreneurs. They start a new company or they form a new company, and the first year they would be able to raise a good amount of angel funding. Second year, probably their business will grow by 100% or more if, depending upon the capacity of the entrepreneur. Third year, they would see another round of funding coming into them. Largely, a lot of technology businesses have been able to do that quite successfully. But in the fifth year, most of these businesses tend to dry up either by passion or by funds or sometimes by both. But then also in India is divided into another set of entrepreneurs, small business owners, who have got a very stable business. They are financially, they are very stable, very strong. They have got an old loyal set of employees who are doing very good work for them. And you know, the business owner himself has got a lot of financial frugality to match the business. But here I would ask you all that what is really the measure of business success? While both a set of entrepreneurs are looking fantastic and the small businesses are looking good, but then what is really the yardstick of business success? Is it about the position of that small business in a greater industry? Or is it, now, you know, this business could be, probably be sizable, but then to measure the size of this business in a larger industry would be very, very difficult. Or, you know, is the vision of a small business owner or the entrepreneur to really be the business or the industry leader himself? Now, if that is the larger vision or that is the larger growth that we are looking at, then we're talking at something very else, something very, very different altogether. And with that thought in mind, we have actually started the Small Business Congress 3 years back to create a forum where we could all learn and network from each other, and of course in the course of time seed in a lot of initiatives which will actually help and empower the small business industry to grow in a manner that it is really supposed to in the coming years. So, you know, as a die-hard fan of small business industry, I feel that India today is going to bring some umpteen amount of opportunity. It is really the land of opportunity today. But that is only going to be possible if the small business entrepreneur has the vision, flexibility, and the ambition to match for this growth to happen and see where it can lead him in larger context. I feel also that intellectual capital is really where the next round of big wealth creation is going to happen. And if you can couple this intellectual capital with bootstrapping, which as I mentioned, is the second set of entrepreneur and they do it beautifully, then I see that there's a lot of exponential growth which will happen in this country in the coming years. You know, I've been following the US elections very closely in the last 6 months that the campaign was going on. And I found that their political manifesto was really all about the economic success of, or bringing a environment which will create an economic success for the small businesses in that country. So about 97% of that economy is made of small businesses, and the whole agenda of whether it was the Obama government or the Matt Romney government, they were all looking at how they could empower the small businesses far more. And if you see in India, at least 90% or more of the Indian economy is also made of small businesses. But right now we don't have an ecosystem which is so fertile to nourish these small businesses to grow in a large way, and also to perhaps also, in some sense, for them to bring in consolidation practices. Today small businesses, either they cannot grow or they feel too threatened by large organizations. So they're not able to bring any sort of consolidation practices in their business wherein they can outgrow the large business by bringing in some meaningful partners who will help their business to exist and at the same time in the years to grow and probably become a lot more sustainable. So I think that is something that we are going to talk on a very, very larger level, how businesses can do it over here. Another area that I also come across when I approach small business owners is that how they work. I mean, small business is really the entire existence of the business. His business is everything to him. That is what he lives for, what he sleeps for, what he eats for, everything, which is, I think, very good. But I would say, in one sense, it's both a threat as well as an opportunity for the small business owner. While his hard work, his effort that he puts into the business, even the jugaad that he brings to the business, it's all fantastic. I mean, it's kind of the devotion that he brings to the business is, it's just going to take the business to one level. But if you really want the business to go to the next level, I think this very attitude can become a roadblock to that growth. It becomes very difficult to delegate your business or the functions of the business to a lot of other people so that you can concentrate on more growth-oriented areas of the business. And also, I feel that today the small business owner is very shy of getting any sort of strategic or financial partners into the business who can really take the business to the next level. You see that if you go a little deep into understanding the big businesses of American economy, they have largely been about this strategic input that came from a lot of other people, a lot of large companies, which help these businesses to blow up and grow. So I think India has all the potential for that to happen, and that is precisely where our intention of Small Business Congress is, for you to learn and network and grow from all the experts who are going to be present over here over the course of 2 days. But also, more liberally, I would suggest, please take time to talk to each other, understand each other's businesses, because all of you would probably be sailing in the same boat. And so learning from each other could also make a lot of difference to your business to come. So, the way I like to see it is that the road to small business success is highly excruciating, but it is also really rewarding. It may really never be easy for you to take your small business to the next level, but I always feel that it's going to be worth it, whatever effort you put into it. So over the course of the next 2 days, I hopefully look to interacting with you, learn about your company's success, about your stories, and I think you'll be the inspiration of tomorrow. Your businesses are going to be what my magazine, what my editorial would want to really talk about, write about in our editorial. So I think this is the platform where those stories are going to get inspired. So I look to interacting with all of you, and I hope that the next 2 days are very meaningful for you, and you can have some great learning from this forum. So welcome once again, and thank you very much for being here.